So, just doing this quick. Burkina Faso and all the African nations that are waking up, the youth of their generation that's waking up and reclaiming their resources. People aren't seeing the hidden hands that are at play, but again, I'll just be in the back, eat my popcorn. This is why the cryptocurrencies are building. This is why the cryptocurrencies are building. It's all about replacement theories in many different ways, and it's about replacement theory right now. So the reason why the other nations are now pushing cryptocurrency to become the new currency of their countries, the new currency of wealth, they're creating a new wealth currency, is because Africa is waking up. They will be doing everything possible for you never to share their wealth. It's never about you rising. They're wanting to replace the gold standard in so many ways. Now it's about cryptocurrency, artificial currency. Because, mind you, they will still be buying the gold and the minerals, yeah. But as people are now moving towards cryptocurrency and countries are now adopting cryptocurrency, again, it's another currency away from the gold standard because Africa is awakening. The nations are now wanting to reclaim their resources. They now want to be playing on the equal playing field. So they know that if it really rolls out the way it should, the African nations are going to be wealthy. The people of African descent are going to be wealthy because they're no longer going to be outsourcing. They're going to be refining, doing everything in-house. So the fact that the content itself is exploding in the population, the youth population, they know it's just going to be a change of wealth structure. Who is going to be the one being in possession of wealth? So it's about sustaining their wealth, their family structure, their children being the benefactor of wealth. So the cryptocurrency world, it's about solidifying their children to continue to be the faces and the one that possess wealth. So the currency that is being pushed now, that all nations are looking to incorporate, it's to, again, keep Africa out of the conversation. So, again, they do not want African minerals. They're not going to want the gold standard. All the things now that they were relying and banking on the gold, they're creating something new, something different. Again, it's to keep your minerals and what they know is of value to be seen as not valuable or not a big deal to have wealth. It's being seen as it's not a big value to have gold and minerals to be wealthy. Just get cryptocurrency. And notice their portfolios that are having it. So I would strongly suggest that the new generation of melanated youth play both sides. Invest in the currency, the cryptocurrency, and still invest in your people's currency, because eventually their game is going to run out. It always does. Their game always runs out. At the end of the day, the gold standard, minerals, things that you can touch, feel, and always have value are going to have value because in their vaults, they have gold. The banks have gold. They want you not to invest. I would strongly invest if Burkina Faso or any of these nations can find a way for the diaspora to invest and buy shares in their mining companies or whatever. It is time that we of the diaspora really let our leaders, the true leaders, the ones that are up and coming, that are awaken. So like Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, and those who are going in the direction of where Burkina Faso is in the leadership, that they give us an opportunity to invest. Again, now we know that's them having to play by these people's rules of getting themselves on the stock market and going through all of these red tape, blue tapes to get themselves on the stock market and all that. But maybe the African continent creates their own stock exchange and give first dibs to those who are the descendants of African in the diaspora, and switch it up. Because every time we are about to shift the game, they shift the goalposts. Create an African stock exchange market, and the exchange are your natural resources, all of the natural resources that the world depends on. Because this artificial cryptocurrency, eventually it's going to run its course out. How many generations from now? I don't know, but trust me, your natural resources is always going to be needed. Because we are natural human beings. We're not artificial. I know Elon Musk is making artificial humans and artificial all of that, and robots and all that, transhumanism and all that, whatever. That too is going to run out because they need the parts. They need to create. That's the thing. No matter what man and science want to evolve to, they still need the natural raw materials of the land. So it is still beneficial. So still go through your process, Burkina Faso and all the other nations, of claiming your wealth, claiming your minerals, because trust me, they're going to come back. They're always going to come back. They have to come back because they rely on the natural resources to create all of these scientific explorations and these materials and everything. They need the raw materials. All right. And no matter how they're going to want to try to harvest it and create it in a lab or whatever, they still need the authentic, the original source. Number 2, put your funding in the erudition of your next generation. When they're wanting to make, the electric vehicles and the batteries and the cell phones, all these technology, it starts from the raw material, but it goes through all these refinements and all these processing. Put money into the erudition of your next generation and how to do all of that in-house, keeping it in Africa, building up Africa. All of the thing that you see outside, you can do within. And as much as we talk about Black Panther and Wakanda was a fictitious, city and place that came to life, and now we heard, we had the whole Akon scandal. It can still be a reality of the motherland returning back to the grand splendor of what she once was before the pirates came in and extracted all our knowledge, science, math, astronomy, physics, holistic medicine, natural medicine, medicinal education, potions, alchemy, as I talk about physics, everything came from the motherland, and they burnt our books, libraries, took our knowledge, all of that, and then turned us into this mindset of that we were slaves and we were primitive people, and they came and they civilized us. It's important and it's imperative that the next generation there really have access to everything that did happen to us, happen to them, everything what we once were before the happening, and how they return to that. Stay laser focus. Invest in their crypto stuff, because that's what they're gonna want to do, so that they think they can bypass relying on the currency of Africa, and still develop, because they're gonna return back. At the end of the day, your natural resources will never diminish, and nothing artificial will never be better than the real thing. Never. So prepare your generation for the return of their resources being what is needed, and know that there is always going to be value, no matter what artificial currency erects itself, and become the powerhouse that the motherland was always, so that everybody outside will have to bow down, and they will have to come back ask for forgiveness, and you have a generation ready for that. We're humble, we're powerful, we accept apologies, and we will never make this happen again. And we will require them to atone for everything that they've done, return everything that they're stolen, including the truth. Return the truth and return the narrative. All right? So that's my little thing for today. This is Lady O. Stay in action, faith, and possibility. Walk in and protect your light. Your purpose will find you. Say what you mean and live like you mean what you say.